Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're doing something a little different. Instead of just explaining, we're going to put your knowledge to the test with the Great Animal Fact Check. So, you think you know the animal kingdom inside and out? Let's find out. We've got 5 fascinating and maybe even surprising true or false questions lined up for you. Play along and let's see how you do. Okay, let's jump right in. Round 1 is all about one of my favorites, the magnificent elephant. We all think we know these gentle giants, but do we really? Here is your first statement. True or false? Elephants drink water through their trunks just like a straw. You know, it's that classic image we've seen in cartoons our whole lives. But is it actually true? Go ahead, lock in your answer. What are you thinking? The answer is false. I know, right? This is probably one of the most common animal myths out there. Okay, so here's the deal. They don't drink through their trunks. I mean, think about it. That would be like us trying to drink through our noses. No, what they do is way cooler. They use their trunk to suck water into it, and they can hold gallons in there. Then they curl that trunk up and spray the water right into their mouths. It's a tool, not a straw. Pretty amazing. All right, 1 down. How'd you do? Let's move on. For our second round, we're going from the biggest land animal to some of the absolute smallest. It's time to talk about some amazing animal sleepers. So here's the statement. To keep the whole colony running around the clock, worker ants have to sleep a lot more than the queen. You know, it kind of makes sense. They do all the hard work, so you'd think they need more rest. But is that how an ant colony works? What does your gut tell you on this one? Go ahead and lock it in. And the answer is false. It's actually the complete opposite, and this fact is genuinely wild. So get this, the queen, she gets to live like royalty. She sleeps for over 9 hours a day, taking about 92 long, luxurious naps. But the workers? They survive on just under 5 hours, and they take it in about 250 micronaps. This system is genius because it means that at any given moment, about 80% of the workforce is awake and getting things done. Okay, time to go deep. And I mean literally deep. For round 3, we are heading down into the extremes of the ocean to talk about a truly legendary creature. Okay, true or false? The giant squid has the biggest eyes in the entire animal kingdom, sometimes as big as dinner plates. And the reason they evolved these massive eyes was to spot tiny little prey in the dark. Think about that for a second. Does it really make sense to have such enormous eyes just to find tiny snacks? What do you think? And the answer is false. Nope, it's not for hunting small stuff at all. The real reason is so much cooler. Just look at that. Those massive eyes, which can be almost a foot across, aren't for offense. They are pure defense. See, scientists believe their main job is to spot the faint glow of bioluminescence that gets kicked up when a massive predator, like their number one enemy, the sperm whale, is swimming toward them. It's an early warning system that can spot a whale from over 120 meters away, giving them just enough time to escape. All right, we are more than halfway through. For round 4, we're coming up from the depths and heading right into our own kitchens to talk about nature's indestructible sweet. Here it is. True or false? Pots of honey that were found in ancient Egyptian tombs after thousands of years are still perfectly edible. I mean, come on, could anything really last that long? This one sounds completely made up, but is it? What's your final answer? And this one is absolutely 100% true. It's one of the most incredible facts about food, period. Archaeologists have literally tasted honey that's thousands of years old. So how is this even possible? Well, honey has this kind of magical recipe for staying fresh forever. First, it has almost no water in it, so bacteria just can't grow. Second, it's super acidic, which is another thing microscopic critters hate. And the final touch, the bees themselves add an enzyme that creates a tiny amount of hydrogen peroxide. It's basically a perfect natural preservative. And here we are, our final round. And this one might be the weirdest one of them all. Let's talk about survival at a snail's pace. Now, before I even ask the question, I just want you to look at this number, 3 years. Just keep that number in your head. Okay, for all the marbles, true or false, a snail can sleep without waking up for 3 years. 3 entire years, just sleeping.
Is that even physically possible for any living thing? What's your final guess?
Believe it or not, this is true. Well, kinda. As you can see, there's a pretty important catch here. It's true, in a way. So here's the thing, it's not really sleep like we think of it. It's a state called dormancy. To survive really harsh conditions like extreme cold or a long drought, a snail can basically just shut down. It slows its metabolism to almost zero and then seals up its shell with mucus so it doesn't dry out. It's like hitting a biological pause button, and it lets them wait out terrible conditions for years at a time until it's safe to come out again. So that's it. How did you do? Did you get a perfect 5 out of 5? As this quote says, nature is full of strange and unique survival techniques, and we've definitely seen some wild ones today, haven't we? And that kind of leads to our final thought for today. If these common facts are wrong, what else do we just assume is true about the animal kingdom? It really makes you wonder, right? There are always more surprises out there, so it always pays to stay curious. Thanks so much for playing along.